guys, how you doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Y'all, the unthinkable just happened today in the UK. They was having a theme this at a dance school. They was having a dance class, like a theme for about Taylor Swift, and this 17-year-old guy came in and wilded out and start knifing children. Just crazy. I don't know the full story. They don't even know the full story because it excuse me, it just happened like not so long ago. We have time differences. So it says, I'm going to read it. I'm going to go to the computer. 2 children deceased. 11 people injured in knifing rampage at a dance class in England. They're at a dance class and they said it wasn't terrorists. They don't think, hopefully it wasn't terrorists, because you don't want to even think that. But to target little children, like, my heart is just heavy right now. It's very heavy. That's crazy. It says in London, excuse me, a teenage boy with a knife attacked a children's dance and yoga class in northwest England on today, deceasing 2 children and wounding 11 other people in a crazy rampage that said, I'm not going to say this word, red, full of red, children running into a street to escape the horror, police said. The 17-year-old boy was arrested on suspicion of murder, attempt murder, and the attack in Southport, a seaside town near Liverpool. Merseyside police said the motive was not clear, but police said detectives were not treating this attack as a terror attack. Excuse me. They're not going to say it was a terror attack. Related. 9 children was wounded. 6 others in critical condition. 2 wounded adults was trying to protect the children and was also in critical condition. I tell you. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry. We believe the adults that were injured was bravely trying to protect the children, of course, who was being attacked, police chief said. The Taylor Swift theme workshop was held on the first week of school vacation for children ages 6 to 11. Come on now. What's your problem, bro? Like, an advertisement for the 2-hour session promised yoga, dance, and bracelet making. They was having a good time. You see what I said before? Every time we having a good time, it's always going to be one person that try to screw it up for the rest of just for everybody. Now, this is uncalled for. Why would this young man target a yoga class with children? A workshop with children in there? Crazy. Witnesses describe hearing blood-curdling screams and seeing children covered all in the red. I'm not saying that, y'all. They were in the road running from the nursery, said Bear, who owned a shop nearby. They have been knifed. Here, everybody, indicated neck, back, and chest. He was just going off. He was losing his damn mind, y'all. For real. He was losing his mind, y'all. Oh, the minister called this attack horrific and deeply shocking. Deeply shocking. Police said officers was called at about noon to the address in Southport, a seaside town about 100,000 people near Liverpool. It called it a major incident, but said there was no wider threat to the public. When they arrived, they were shocked to find the multiple people, many of whom was just not but children, have been subjected to attacks and had suffered serious injuries, Kennedy said. Colin Harry, an auto body shop owner, said most of the knifing victims appeared to be young girls. Wow, boy. He got a problem. Little girls, little boy, you went and messed with 6 and 11-year-old little girls. Really? The mothers are coming here now and screaming. Harry said, "It is like a scene from a horror movie. It's like something from America." Hold on. I don't know why I'm coughing, y'all. Sorry. It's like something from America, not like sunny Southport. What? That can happen anywhere. I don't know where that came in at. Like, it's not America. Like, okay. The suspect, who has not been identified, living in the valley about 5 miles from the site of the attack, police said. He was ordinarily from Cardiff, Wales. Ryan, who lived with his mother in the street, said his mother saw emergency workers carrying children covered all in red, covered in, y'all know. He said that she could see the knife wounds in the back of the children. All of the staff never really had. Wait, all this stuff really. Sorry, I don't know why I'm choking. Sorry, y'all. All this stuff never really happens around here. He said, you hear it of knifing and stuff like that in the major cities. You're Manchester, you're London. This is sunny Southport. That's what people call it. The sun's out. It's a lovely place to be. Britain's worst attack on children occurred in 1996 when 43-year-old Thomas Hamilton shot 16 kindergarten pupils and their teachers dead in the school gymnastic in Scotland. The UK circumstance banned the private ownership of almost all handguns. That's true. UK be storing crime without no guns. I don't know how that be happening. I'm serious. But anyway, let's get back to this here. Mass shootings and murders with firearms are rare in Britain. It's true. Where knives were used in about 40% of homicides in the year of March of 2022. Several headlines grabbing attacks and a recent rise in knife crimes. That is so true. In the UK, they do a lot of crimes with knives. I don't know why. Because handguns is, I'm not saying they don't have guns over there, but you know the police, the UK police don't even have no guns. I don't know how they do it. I swear, I don't know how they do it. They do it though. I mean, I wish they tell us the secret, because they don't go around with guns on their head. They don't have nothing. They have their baton and they know how to fight. So, you know, I wish that, you know, our country was like that, you know, where you didn't have to, police didn't have to walk around with guns, you know, on their side like that at all times. And, you know, lately, all these here unnecessary shootings is happening. But anyway, let's get back to the children. They said 40% of homicides in the year of 2023, several headlines grabbing attacks, and a recent rise in knife attacks, and shocked anxiety, and lead to call for government to do more to clamp down on blade weapons. So y'all, that's horrible. I mean, these are children, and this shouldn't happen. Like, you know, kids is at a dance class, you know, and they're had their little Taylor Swift theme, and they're making bracelets, doing gymnastics, having a good time, and some 17-year-old fool walk in and just start attacking children. Like, are you... I mean, it had to be some type of mental thing. Y'all, I'm going to let y'all know who this young man is in an update, because this is fairly new. So, you know, I mean, all we can do is, like, you know, give our condolences to the ones that lost their lives, even to the ones that got hurt, you know, all of them. And I praise the adults that jumped in and, you know, sacrificed their lives to help these children, you know what I'm saying, to cover the children, you know what I'm saying, you covered them, you know, that I commend them for that day. That's what you're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, that is what you're supposed to do, because this 17-year-old was wilding out, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, our hearts go out, my heart goes out to their families. I am so sorry this happened to you, and no one wants to hear this here. This is just awful, you know. I'm so sorry to all the families, and and I'm proud of the adults that jumped in to stop this young man. But I want y'all to see the video, because this is really sad, y'all. All right, y'all, wait for the video. If y'all stay to the end of this video, can y'all please just hit that like button? Y'all ain't got to subscribe. Y'all ain't got to do none of that. Just hit the like button, please. And that helps me to generate for other people to see the video too. But anyway, y'all, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to. And peace. Watch for the video, y'all.
Us here on CBS News 24/7, we're following a tragic and developing story overseas. Police have arrested a 17-year-old accused of stabbing at least 8 people in northwest England. Many of the victims are children. Police say they were called to an address in Southport, north of Liverpool, just around noon local time. They say the violent scene unfolded near a yoga and dance studio where a Taylor Swift event for children ages 6 to 11 was taking place. We want to take you now to the UK, where authorities are giving an update on this attack. Let's listen.
Stab wounds sustained during the attack, and 2 adults are also in a critical condition after being injured during the incident. A 17-year-old male from Banks in Lancashire, who is originally from Cardiff, has been arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder, and is being taken to a police station where he will be interviewed by detectives. My officers were called to reports of a stabbing at 11:47 this morning and at a address in Southport. When they arrived, they were shocked to find that multiple people, many of whom were children, had been subjected to a ferocious attack and had suffered serious injuries. It is understood that the children were attending a Taylor Swift event at a dance school when the offender, armed with a knife, walked into the premises and started to attack inside the children. We believe that the adults who were injured were bravely trying to protect the children who were being attacked. As a mum and a nana, I can't begin to imagine the pain and suffering that the families of the victims are going through at this moment in time. and I wish to send my heartfelt condolences to them. Our specialist family liaison officers are providing support to the families of the deceased children and the children who are injured at this moment in time. And we'll be working with our partners, including Sefton Council, to provide that wider trauma support to those who've been affected by this incident. The investigation is in its early stages and the motivation for the incident remains unclear. However, Counter-Terrorism Police North West have offered their support to Merseyside Police as the full circumstances of what has happened are being established. At this moment in time, the investigation is not being treated as terrorist related. I would appeal to anyone who's witnessed anything or who has information that could help us, the investigation, to contact us on Crime Stoppers 0800 555 111. And anyone who's been affected by this incident can contact Victim Care Merseyside Service for help and support. Our hub of locally trained staff are here to provide free and emotional support and practical tailored advice to you. You can contact the Victim Care Hub Merseyside on 0808 175 3080. Thank you.
My name is Dave Kitchen, and on behalf of North West Ambulance Service, we'd like to offer our sincere condolences to those families who tragically lost loved ones today, and to the wider community. Our thoughts are with you. I can confirm that we were called to the Hart Street area in Southport just before lunchtime today to an incident of reported multiple stabbings. We declared this as a major incident due to the number of casualties and the types of the injuries sustained. A substantial number of ambulances and specialised resources were dispatched to the scene, including our hazardous area response team, air ambulances and merit doctors. Tragically, we can confirm that 2 lives have sadly been cut short. We treated 11 casualties on scene, who were conveyed by emergency ambulance and helimed to Alder Hay Hospital, Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, along with Aintree University, Southport Thornby and Ormskirk General Hospitals. I'd like to thank our staff who worked incredibly hard, caring for the victims in what was a devastating scene. I'd also like to thank our Blue Lights and emergency colleagues from the NHS and wider NHS for all their support during this incident. And again, we'd like to express our deepest sympathies to the loved ones of those affected. No doubt this incident will have a lasting impact on the whole community, and our thoughts are very much with them at this difficult time.
Phil Garrigan, Chief Fire Officer for Merseyside Fire and Rescue Service. And my colleagues, I would like to pass on my thoughts and those of my service to the family, friends and loved ones of everyone affected by this horrific incident. This is not something that anyone should have to come to terms with. In relation to the incident itself, my firefighters responded following the declaration of a major incident and were on the scene in minutes. With crews from Southport Fire Station and a specialist team from Aintree responding to assist our colleagues from Merseyside Police and North West Ambulance Service, who were dealing with a traumatic and understandably chaotic scene. The crews, who are trauma trained, worked alongside their colleagues to provide trauma care, administer first aid and undertake a wide area search for any other persons affected by this incident. My firefighters, many of whom live in this community, will be appalled by this act, but they will be back on the streets of Southport tomorrow to provide reassurance, kindness and support. The crews themselves were stood down at 4:18 p.m. this afternoon.
Well, we have been listening to such a tragic update from officials in the UK addressing the violent act that happened at a dance class for children today. We're showing you a map right now of where this took place in Southport. They say that a 17-year-old is now arrested, a 17-year-old male on suspicion of murder and attempted murder after he stabbed several people. According to our partners BBC News, officials said that unfortunately and tragically 2 children have died. 9 others have been injured. 6 are in critical condition. 2 adults are in critical condition. Officials saying, we heard there, that they were injured, they believe, trying to protect the children. Again, this was at a dance school in which there was a Taylor Swift theme event for school-age children. The man armed with a knife walked in and started stabbing. While they say this is not being investigated as a terror incident, that right now the motive is unclear. And this Taylor Swift yoga and dance workshop